Okay, so basically what I'm going to be covering in this video is literally my exact organic acquisition process. So how I turn leads, organic leads, followers, like people that I DM, into five-figure clients, right? Um, so basically I created this Lucid, just breaking down everything from step-to-step process. So at the top here, we start with the four platforms. Now, recently, we've actually added in Twitter as well. Okay. And basically, Twitter is more of like a networking platform, kind of like LinkedIn. So you can think of that kind of similar, where it's more networking, DMing, reposting, replying to threads, stuff like that. But they get sent to the same place. So basically, we have YouTube, okay, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Now, on on YouTube, what we're doing is we're not doing anything broad. So everything that is in here, all of this is literally AI, right? What I sell. It's content about AI, how AI can change your business, how selling a non-commoditized offer can change everything, right? So this is my target audience, and I'm not going broad. I'm not doing the um, TikToks of like me in flashy cars or anything like that, right? Or at least not those reels. I mean, when I drive flashy cars, I'll post flashy cars on my Instagram. Um, but it really depends. Like this content that you're pumping out here, this can depend on your target audience. So keep that in mind. Don't go broad if you have a high ticket offer. Okay. If you have a lower ticket offer, you can go more broad. You can, depending on your targeting, the content you put out is going to be different. We're doing hyper specific 7 shorts per week on YouTube. Okay. 2 long forms per week, right? Right now I'm going to be starting to do once a day long form. I'll try doing once per day. Just because I found conversion rates are a lot higher and people like I'm able to build trust on long-term content, whereas shorts are great, right? A viral short's great. Conversions can come through, but they don't really know you, right? They're not absorbing your content. Um, then we have Facebook. So Facebook, we're doing 7 reels per week, 1 to 2 stories per day, and then one main post bi-weekly. Okay. For Instagram, we're doing 7 shorts per week. That's pretty much it for Instagram or TikTok. For Facebook, we're doing public, and then so we have a like public and organic content. We're doing 7 shorts per week, and then we have a Facebook group, like a community, and we do 1 to 2 posts per week in there. More on one per week. Um, and then basically for the organizing part on the YouTube side, our 7 shorts per week, 85% of that is straight value content. We're not asking anybody for anything. We're literally just giving away free value for people to absorb. And then the 15% of those shorts is call to action, but there's partial value in there, just kind of that missing aspect. So for example, I can preview like a GPT prompt, like what it did for me, and then to gain access to it for completely free, you have to comment GBT, for example, right? Uh, then for the 2 long forms per week, 50% value, no call to action, and 50% value and call to action. So no matter what, on long forms, always provide value because that's how you build the trust, right? You don't want to make a long form video straight call to action, right? You want to ensure that you're building that trust and by showing them, okay, what you can do, the value you're able to give. Um, Now I'm going to be doing one long form per week, per day now. So this most likely is going to turn into a similar thing, like the shorts, where it's 85% straight value content and 15% call to action. Then for Instagram Reels, you have 85% straight value content, 15% call to action, right? But missing value. So same thing where it's like common GPT. For the 1 to 2 stories per day, you're kind of previewing that lifestyle. So that's like the one exception for Instagram. I'll post like me when I'm driving in a McLaren or, when I'm staying at a nice hotel or when I'm traveling and flying, right? People like that. Same thing for the main post, right? Um, I'll post literally like wherever I went. I'll get nice professionally looking pictures. Don't even have to be dressed super nice. That's what I just, then TikTok, 7 shorts per week, same thing, 85% straight value content, 15% call to action, with partial but missing value. And then for the 7 shorts per week on Facebook, 85%, 15, and then the 1 to 2 posts per week in the Facebook group is 50% value, and no call to action, 50% value and call to action, right? Because you want to be able to provide value, but you don't want somebody to join your Facebook group and it's like an ad, right? You want to be giving value, but not annoying them, not chasing them out. All of these, every single thing. So on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, they're all optimized to get sent into the free school community. Okay? So right now, when I created this Lucidchart, it had 520 members, but today we actually have 1K. Okay? And I made this Lucid like 3 days ago. So it's, we've been growing pretty quick just because we're providing so much value in here. And I'll walk through that now. So inside of the free school, everything is optimized. So my profile on Instagram, my profile on YouTube, here, I'll show you right now. Okay, so this is my Instagram profile, nice and clean. I have the highlights, right, for nutrition, client success stories. And they can see everything on here, if it'll load. All right, client success, all the success rate that they've seen, gym. I'm going to add a traveling one soon. But basically, my profile is optimized. They don't have to pay me anything, right? If you want to work with me or get any more value, you literally join a free school, right? So that's what everything is optimized to do. We send them all into the free community to show and give them value, to change those conversions. As you can see, I have the reels, and then I have the main posts, right? So everything is optimized to send them into the free school. Now, once they're in there, we have the internal backend, okay? So inside of school, you have the community, okay? And inside the community tab, you have, so members have access to introduce themselves, reach out, ask questions. Question threads can be provided to create instant value, right? So, for example here, drop any questions you have about AI infrastructures, right? And as you can see, it literally just creates a huge thread. We got like 30 comments on this. As you can see here, we have like in, one day, 5 or 6 welcome posts, people messaging back and forth, replying, liking, right? So it's literally instant value already because you are in a community with like-minded people. Then you have the classroom section. So basically in here, we have and literally give away for completely free 52 modules of everything A to Z that you need to get started in order to start hitting 20, 30K a month selling AI infrastructures. Okay, go from the commoditized offer, to that red ocean market to literally a blue ocean market with no competitors. And inside here, like we have everything. Go high level, like a launch. So creating your offer, picking your niche, constructing your offer. So how you're going to price your VSL, how to structure it, ability to provide templates, outreach, how to do cold outreach for the people who don't have money for ads, right? Paid ads, like literally everything. Like even our closer came on to sell, and like as you can see here, here's a preview of the modules. And the reason that we're giving away so much value here is because we're showing them, if this is what you get for free, imagine what you're going to get when you pay. Okay. Now, in terms of the actual structure, we've been looking at holding back on giving up so much value because people do get kind of confused and overwhelmed with so much free value. like, funny to say it, but like sometimes it's better to give less just because people are overwhelmed without any kind of like walkthrough or one-on-one. But that's where this calendar section comes into hand. Is make sure you have weekly calls. So basically in here, every Sunday we have a weekly Q&A call. And the cool thing about the free school is we can actually preview and put into the calendar all of the meetings and the calls that our partners are getting. Okay, so what this is doing is, if we have people joining our weekly calls on Sunday and they're getting a lot of value, and then they look at the calendar and they see all of these meetings that they're missing out on, they're literally going to have FOMO, and they're going to envision this. So this is all locked, right? This is they won't be able to gain access to it, right? Zoom link locked, right? Doing an exclusive session with Jax, who expertly scared, said I had a 50K a month in 60 days via paid ads, right? So it's literally showing them what they're missing out on, and that's part of the upsell. So once they're inside the community, they're seeing this, they're seeing the value that's given, and they're seeing what they're missing out on, right? And inside that as well, we have the locked courses, so they have the locked calls, and then also under the module section, they have the locked courses where they're not able to gain access to it, right, yet, unless they want to become a partner, okay? And each and every one of the modules has a call to action to become a partner. Then under the members tab, right, we have everyone who's online, right, how long they've joined, the members that are offline, right, a description about them. So this is the networking section. This is where it's, so much free value, so much. Then we have the leaderboards. So this is where it's kind of like a friendly competition. The more active you are, the more you're reaching out, the higher up you're going to be on the leaderboard, just based on engagement. And then about section. So basically, this is just a preview of everything inside the course, everything inside that they can get, kind of a breakdown, a description, overall view of how many members, how many are online, total number of admins, etc. Okay. Now all of this, right, internal backend on the school, you might be wondering, like, okay, you're providing so much value. How are they converting? What's the call to action? So right now, there's 4 ways for them to convert, okay, into paying clients. Now that's the first one is the level up section. Under here, basically what we have is modules where they can watch, okay, and then they can see what they're missing out on as under the partnership, okay. And basically, for school members who come through and they complete the entirety of the school, they actually get a discount, okay. And basically, it's a discount off the partnership. So by leveraging the free resources, they're getting rewarded and to scale, right? Because we're giving them everything they need to get those, get started, sign their first client with AI. But to upgrade, scale, and leverage by utilizing us as a fulfillment partner, okay? And there's 3 ways under Level Up, and I'll also walk through it. But on each of the modules, there is a Partner with Us button, okay? So they can click on that, it sends them directly to the booking page, qualifies them, okay? And then they have 3 options at the top of each text, at the bottom, and on the call to action, okay? And this is the certificate, right, that grants them the discount. Under that same section in the Level Up, they have testimonials that they can watch. And we add in every single time there's a new one, we add that in, and they can see, like, for example, Surian joined 2 weeks later, signed a 15K client, right? So it's removing that barrier to entry and showing them, okay, that this works. Then the second way, obviously, is like I mentioned, the Loom modules. So they have the button, the option, and the text or in the resources as well. The third is the setter booking. Now, for the setter booking, basically, instead of promoting it and sending them, for example, to the level up section, which is what most people would do, what we're doing is we're qualifying them and we're finding inefficiencies in order for us to have a reason to hop on call with them. Okay, so anyone who's joining this community wants help with selling AI. That's the whole point of it, right? And basically what we can do is as soon as they come through, create a script and questions that we can ask in order to look for these inefficiencies. Okay, now this is specifically tailored to us, so this will vary for you or for your offer depending on what you're selling or what you're doing. But basically our inefficiencies are, okay, we're looking for people who are chasing cheap monthly retainers, have become an employee/slave to their clients, selling the same commoditized offer, or clients churning. So that is our ideal avatar. If somebody comes to us and has these issues, we know that we can help them. Okay, and we have, right? That's how we know. This is our ideal, our client's ideal problems. This is what we want our client to have because we know we can solve it. Then, based on this, we create qualifying questions to ask to identify the inefficiencies, right? So, what is your current offer? How much do you charge? What makes you unique? How long is your average client lifecycle? Right? So, directly targeting this without even realizing, right? They don't even realize that that's what we're looking for from asking these questions. Then, based off that, we share new insights or processes based on after we've identified that they have these inefficiencies, okay, to show them that we can help them. So just 2 weeks after launching ads, Serene closed his first client for $15K US, selling a conversational AI infrastructure. He was thinking of starting his own agency, but didn't want to sell cheap monthly retainers. Another thing is we have Vish, okay, he was doing 20K a month, so pretty good, right? But he was having an issue with clients churning. So as soon as he did a reactivation campaign with his existing clients for a non-commoditized offer, right, something that doesn't make you a slave, right? Don't have to worry about fulfillment. We take care of that as partners. Isn't a cheap monthly retainer is a high upfront payment, okay? And clients that don't churn and are happy, he did a reactivation cycle and did 130K in 2 months from doing 20K a month, right? So extra 90K in revenue or in cash collected. And right, so like I said, that was here. And then another one is all of our partners leverage this build and release model. They can charge high upfront fees to build that infrastructure and then release into the business. They essentially detach themselves. So basically each and every one of these insights or processes that create curiosity are linked to one of the inefficiencies. So whichever one is targeted the most, right? Let's say you're talking to them and when asking these questions, you find their churn rate is the worst, okay? So how long is your average client lifecycle or clients churning? Let's say you find that is worse. Like maybe they're doing a large upfront payment and they already have people working for them, but their main issue is clients churning. Then we would use, right, the fourth question that is directly related to churning. By building and releasing these AI infrastructures, there is no need to worry about clients churning. All of the money is charged up front, and once the work is complete, you're on to the next. Okay, so literally removing their biggest issue. Okay, and then once you have this and I have identified it, okay, ask for a 15-minute chat. Are you free sometime this week for a 15-minute chat? I can walk you through how we go about fixing your churn rate and charging high upfront retainers without becoming a slave to your client, for example. I think it can help you solve your current 90% churn rate, whatever. Okay, let me know if you are, and I can share you a booking link. Awesome, here's my booking link. Let me know if you can't find a time that works, and then follow messages. Were you able to find a time that works? 30 minutes. If you can't find a time that works for you, I can help you. And then use like a funny GIF or a follow-up GIF. Okay. And then The final method is Go High Level SMS sequences. So to join our free school, you have to give your email and your phone number. And basically what we do is they enter a sequence. It's just a long nurturing sequence where we're giving testimonials, we're giving free value, we're showing them how we can help them by selling a non-commoditized offer. Then all of this call to action goes to our VSL page, okay? Inside of our VSL page, we have testimonials, we have our VSL. It's an in-depth 20 minutes, basically walking through how we can help them, what we've done before, previewing a demo of the AI of the offer that they're going to sell, the benefits, everything, right? We basically want to have the client 90% closed when they're on the call. Okay, so after they've watched the VSL, they should be 90% closed and consumed all of your content, testimonials, demos. Then on the VSL page, there's like an option to book a call. They get sent straight away to a type form, right? And this is a qualification process where they're asked 2 questions, right? Do you specifically own an agency, consultancy, or high-ticket online business? Yes, I own this type of business. No, I'm going to leave this page immediately. C, I'm looking to start one. If they pick A or C, they continue. If they click B, they get kicked out and immediately sent to the disqualified page. Okay. Now on this unqualified page, it's basically just a quick free video where we're basically saying, okay, unfortunately, teams you don't qualify to work with us one-on-one. Don't worry, we still have a ton of free resources for you. And in there, we send them to the free school. We send them to our social media platforms where maybe later on they can convert and become a client once they qualify. Okay. And then same thing for here. What is your current monthly income? If you have a business, your MRR, 0 to 10K, 5 to 10, 10 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 100, 100K plus. If they pick 0 to 5, we kick them out. Now, what you can do is you can change this. So I believe we have changes where we don't kick them out because we can offer payment plans now or financing or a bunch of different things. But basically, you just want to qualify your lead. So you in here, right, we need them to have a specific issue. Okay, so this question could be replaced with something like, what is your churn rate? Okay, and if their churn rate is 0%, like, there's not much. I mean, if you have a good client retention, then your offer is good. That means you can charge more, right? So we can't help them. Now, if they're qualified, they get sent to the calendar page. On the calendar page, they only have the option to book 2 days in advance. It's mainly to keep our high show rate. And in here, we have a variety of different questions that we ask about budget, how much they would be able to pay to join our program, if they've watched the pre-call, if they're going to show up to the call, explaining about their business, what they want to do, how they want to do it, the challenges that they've been facing, everything that we need to know before a call. Once they've booked, okay, and they're qualified, we have let's go here. So they get sent to the thank you page. Congrats, your call has been booked. Please complete these 3 steps. Now, if you don't, we'll be forced to cancel your call and give your slot to someone else. Step 1, watch this 79-second video, right? Just a quick video explaining to them what they can expect for the call, how to be prepared, and then also the rest of these steps. So, which is step 2, confirm your call, right? So go literally showing them a screenshot of what they'll see and to confirm it and click yes so that it shows up in their calendar live. Step 3, learn about our AI client engagement system, ACES. Okay, so that's basically what we're calling it. And then this is just a VSL to make sure that they've watched it, right? Now, once they've booked and they're qualified, triager confirms and confirmation calls the lead to make sure they're qualified. We use an AI to do that as well. Okay. Then once they're qualified, they get sent a variety of different SMS and email confirmation texts. Okay. Before their call, the triager will 90, 60, and 30-minute reminder call before their booking. Okay. If the prospect no-shows, they get sent into a no-show sequence. Okay. If the prospect reschedules, which we only allow one time, then they get sent into the reschedule sequence, which is just similar. If the prospect cancels, they get sent into the cancellation sequence. And if the prospect shows up, right, great, we close the deal, collect. And then if the triager calls and they're unqualified, then the call is canceled. Okay, so that's basically the organic acquisition process. This is literally everything that we use to turn our followers into 5-figure paying clients, and how we're doing $50,000 per month, and that organic content is probably responsible for half of our revenue, and we're in the very beginning. I don't have that many followers. On Instagram, I have a little bit more than everything else, but just starting this new YouTube channel, organic content is just so powerful, and you just got to find the right platform, because depending on your audience and who you're targeting, right, one platform is going to be better than the other. So, I hope you found some sort of value in this. If you want to find out more, right, you can join our free school, of course. If you're an agency owner, if you're struggling with, the issues I mentioned here, I would start in the free school. And if you want to take things more serious, if you have the investment to do it, you can join us, work with me directly, me and my business partner, Jax. All of that will be in the description. And comment down below if you made it this far, what you do, how much you're doing, and what your goal is. I kind of want to see that. I'm curious. And also any suggestions, like what should I do? Some more ideas of what I should do. Maybe like live sales calls of closes. Really anything. I'll record anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some sort of value. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.